There's me overseas, across the pond by the Dover Peaks. I've smuggled myself into new nationality.
Hey, what's up guys? It's Halfway, broadcasting from around the world in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. And it's raining right now, so I hope that you will be able to hear me correctly and that I'm not speaking too loud or whatever. But I haven't made a video in quite a while. It's probably been 3 or 4 weeks. And I was just going to make a video. I was planning on making one this weekend. And I feel like I owe it to you guys a little bit. To some extent, you know, a little bit of an explanation, whatever, why I haven't uploaded anything recently. But I've just been, I was sick again, and again, I mentioned a number of times that I've been on this channel that I have been sick, and like the last 2 or 3 times I've gotten sick, like I keep thinking like maybe I should go get like some blood work done or something, because I don't know, like I keep getting like really sick. But I didn't, because then once I start feeling better, then I'm like, I don't want to go to the doctor in the future, because I hate going to the doctor. I don't know. But anyway, so there's that, and then like I was just having some a little bit of a dilemma again. I don't know, with my daughter's mom. We've been like, I don't know if I want to say arguing, but having differences, and I've just been like super stressed, and then I was really sick, and then I just kind of focused out of my halfway around the world that I'm doing here. But I definitely am, you know, trying to keep you guys updated. I've been responding to some emails. Some people have come here, so I've been in communication with some people, not as closely as I would like to. But hopefully everything now will be just kind of back on track, back to normal. I'm feeling good again, and you know, hopefully everything for you guys will be normal again. I'll start putting out videos again regularly. I also have I have a little vacation coming up for a week in mid-July. So I haven't decided fully what I'm going to do for that, but I'm going to try to do something cool for you guys and all of that stuff. But, so yeah, like I said, like it's raining today, whatever. So I wanted to go back and revisit some of the topics that I've spoke about previously on this channel and kind of elaborate on them again after myself being here a little bit longer, and kind of revisiting some of the same topics, but maybe in a different light. And so this is kind of an idea that I've had, and I figured today is Sunday, and like cat's calling over me also. We have an update. Still Mrs. Bad Cat, little baby cat is starting to get a little bigger. But yeah, so I wanted to update you guys or revisit some of these topics. So the first one I wanted to talk about was one of the earlier videos that I also made, which was why would anyone want to move to Cambodia anyway? Which, even saying that now, it almost sounds condescending, but yeah, so why would anyone want to move to Cambodia? So if you're living in the US, what would compel you to want to come to Cambodia as opposed to staying in the US or whatever your home country is? But again, the benefits, so like what are the benefits of living here, kind of? So there are a lot of things. It could just be that you want to live somewhere new. You want to be in a new culture. You want to experience a new environment. You want to just, you know, travel. You want to see a new thing. So that's the most basic, I think the most basic maybe reason as to why someone maybe would want to come here. Also, there is, if you are, it's financially is a huge reason. It really is. Like, if you're living in the US and you're not comfortable financially, like, you can come here and have a good job. Like, you can come here, let's just say teaching English, and you can make a decent living. Like, you can come here and not struggle anymore. Like, you don't have to worry about that, like, paycheck to paycheck living. How am I going to pay my bills? How am I going to do this or do that? So, like, if you have a job and you're making, like, you know, $30,000 or less a year, $40,000 or less a year, you can come here and go from being in that, like, how am I going to do things category to, like, I can live, like, a good life. And again, it's up to you, like, financially, like, you have to be aware and observant as to, you know, what you're spending and what you're doing. I'm not saying, like, again, I think I've spoken about this before, it's not like you're going to come here and be, like, rich automatically. Like, as soon as I come to Cambodia, I'm going to be rich. But if you're living in the U.S. and you're making, you know, $10, $12, $13, $14, $15, $16 an hour, you know, spending, you know, $1,000, $2,000 a month on an apartment, like, you can come here and then, like, that's not an issue. Financially, that's not an issue anymore. And it depends, you know, on the lifestyle that you want to live, and also, like I've spoken about, like, what you have back in your home country. So again, I send, you know, almost half of my income home every month, and I still live, like, comfortably. I still live more comfortably here sending half of my income home than I did in the U.S. when I was making, you know, $13 or $14 an hour. So it's not like I had, like, a terrible job or I was making, you know, $7.50 an hour, barely living. But I still can come here, send almost half of my income home every month, and then still live in a more comfortable situation than I was. So, like, that's one huge advantage is just financially and your quality of life, and also just the quality of life of the country. So again, it's more chill, more laid back. I mean, you still have a lot of the same, you know, the same situations. Like I always talk about, like, I met with a dude, again, maybe last month who came here. It was something that I talked about before, like, how do you like living here? And again, like, I've been here, it's been like, you know, almost a year now. So it's still like, you're still just living your life. Like, it's not like you come here and you enter this fantasy world where everything is completely different and you're just in, like, this completely different universe and you're living in a movie or some shit. Like, you're still living just like your normal life. You're just doing it, like, in another place, in another way. But then there's also something appealing about that. Like, I absolutely love living here. Like, I don't know. That's kind of why I was making this video. Like, I was just sitting out here today, and I just felt really, really good. And I'm so happy that, like, I'm here. And not to say, like, I'll never go back to the U.S. or never move somewhere else. Like, those things may or may not happen in the future. But it's a really cool place to live. Cambodia is super, super awesome. It's developing. There's so much potential here. Like, you can come here, again, just teaching English. Like, you can come and have, like, it's not even, like, just having a good job. Like, you have a well-respected job. Like, you're a teacher, you're an educator. And it's like, you can come here, like, maybe in the U.S., you know, you're working at a department store, you're working in, like, fast food, or even if you're working, like, as, like, an office and you're, you know, doing, like, a mediocre level job or something. I don't know, like, you come here and you can be teaching English and, you know, you wear a suit and tie every day and you go to work and you're doing something really beneficial, like, to other people. Like, you're helping other people in, like, such a great way, and like, you know, people look up to you and you feel like, it's just like, at the end of the day, like, you feel good because you're doing something good. You're making a difference in the world, even if it's just a small difference, but you're helping people that need something, and you're giving that to them, and like, you really don't understand, like, how good, like, you feel, like, after a day of work, maybe not every day, but when you go back, maybe even at the end of the week, and you look back at, like, what you've done, or, like, what you're doing here, like, you have, like, this awesome, like, interpretation of how you're contributing to society and how you're contributing to the world and how you're contributing to the local people and how you're making, like, you're literally making people's lives better, and you will be happy, and, you know, you'll make, like, you know, a decent salary, and you'll, you know, again, like, you have, like, a lot of respect, and it just feels really good. And again, like, there's just so many people that don't know that this is even a thing. Like, how many people out there don't even know that you can go abroad and teach English and have like this like awesome life and be doing something really good. Also, you're doing something so positive and you're getting rewarded for it in the same way. And I think that's the majority of what it's about. There's, if you want to come here, like, there's so many reasons why you want to come here. But I think outside of being a tourist, like, that's coming here to teach English is your best go at it. There are other things that you can definitely be doing. But, like, just do it. Like, if you're thinking about it, like, just do it. Come here and do it. And if you know anybody who you think would benefit from being able to do this type of thing, definitely let them know that this is an option. Tell people about this. And I don't know, guys. I'm gonna get going, but this is my first video in a while. I haven't made a video in a while. But I'll catch you guys soon, and I hope everybody's having a great day. This is Halfway broadcasting around the world in phenomenal Penh, Cambodia. Peace, guys.